Hi guys, this is the Ashley Cooper team and we are on episode 4 of Coffee and Contracts. So today we're going to be talking about our escrow process, which on a norm is about a 30-day escrow. Can be shorter, can be longer, but for our purposes today we're going to break it down for you day 1 to day 30. So Jess, what is the most important part to start with?
The most important thing to start with is your pre-approval. You need that before you can make any offers on a property. So make sure you have that.
After your offer gets accepted, we need to put in what's called an earnest money deposit, or quote unquote an EMD. So that is about 1 to 3% of the purchase price. I usually tell clients do 2 if you can. It's a little bit stronger. That goes in within 3 days of opening escrow, and it's actually held within escrow, so it does not go to the seller. And that is tied to our contingency periods, and it's your good faith deposit that holds until we release all the contingencies. It's skin in the game for the buyer. So that's 1 through 3, and then days 1 through 7 is on the seller. So the seller does what?
The seller will usually start sending out disclosures. If there's an HOA, we need to start getting HOA disclosures ready.
NHD, there is a bunch of California state disclosures that have to go in. They're just generated automatically from the state. So every single seller in California is going to get the same stuff to give to their client. And then we have the contingency periods, the 3 most important contingency periods, which are going to be appraisal, inspections, and then your loan. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so in the first 17 days of your offer getting accepted, that's the time that we have any inspections on the property. We'll have a home inspector, somebody licensed that knows every aspect of the house. They'll go through. That usually takes 2 to 4 hours depending on the size of the home. They'll issue a report, and you'll use that to make your decisions on whether or not it's a property that's going to work for you in the condition it's in.
Mm-hmm. And that does come out of the seller's pocket. So that is, cash, check, credit card to your inspector, and it's generally between $300 and $500 for that inspection.
Out of the buyer's pocket.
Yeah.
Out of the buyer pocket. Did
Yes.
I say seller?
You said seller.
Oh, nope. Mm-mm.
So that's going to be one. So first you have your earnest money deposit. That's an upfront fee that does go towards your loan. So the other out-of-pocket expenses you're going to have is your home inspection and then your appraisal. But other than that, everything goes through escrow.
And usually sometimes your lender too will credit your appraisal, just depending who you're working with.
No.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah.
That didn't come from
Little
us.
tip.
Okay. All right. So 17 days is your inspections, and then 17 days is your appraisal. The appraisal gets ordered through the buyer's lender. Again, paid for by the buyer. And then 21 days is loan. And as long as you do everything your lender tells you to do within escrow, which is a lot. Okay, disclosure.
Do not go buy a new car.
Yeah, don't buy a new car. Don't buy a new fridge. That's within 21 days. So that's where that earnest money deposit comes into play. If you pull all those contingencies, you are saying, hey, I want to buy your house. Nothing's going to make me not purchase it at this point. And if you do fall out of escrow after that 21 days and after you've pulled all 3 of those contingencies, then you do stand to possibly lose that earnest money deposit. It's up to the seller at that point. So after that whole process, the 21 days of crazy, we have 21 through 30 days, which is you get your loan disclosures from your lender. You have to sign those 3 days before we close. If you sign them with any of that time frame, we get pushed out however long. And then we have our final deposit goes in. So anything that you owe to escrow will go in, and you'll sign your contract. And then day 30, we close. But with that said, the most important question I think I ever get is, when do we get our keys? So they can record in Riverside County all the way up until 6 p.m. So once we get recording confirmation, we'll call you and you can get your keys at that time.
If you guys have any questions for us regarding the escrow process, feel free to reach out to any one of us.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.